We're here, boys. Talk to me about Better League. Talk to me, Better League. You lose by 4 touchdowns to steal. I don't give a damn. We're here for the commentary regardless. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to one of the most impactful divisional games you will see this season, the second edition of the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. This time, we are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am joined by my Shepley Hotel brother, the love of my life, Miami brother, Jesse. How's it going?
Connor, happy to be here. It's been far too long since a Connor Jesse production, my mistake. And I'm happy to be back in the booth with my love and my
Now,
Shepley brother,
you know
Connor
what?
Rice.
You know what? It is a Jesse Connor production. Let's be honest. You're the one who's bringing the views in. We have a really interesting matchup here. Obviously, this is a matchup that we've seen plenty of times. I'll just ask for your prediction first. Who's going to take this game and why?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, we got two very good easy mode quarterbacks, two very high powered offenses, and both can play defense very well too. Alex has been playing out of his mind on the defensive side of the ball this season.
He really has. I mean, Alex, cycle to cycle, it always seems like he's one of the first users to figure out how to stop guys on the defensive side of the ball. He's consistently, a top 5 Better League user. We saw right there as Roquan Smith was able to get Dalvin Cook in the backfield there in the first play of the game. But I was really interested, at this point, it's a chess match. These two users have seen each other over 10 times, I think, maybe a dozen times at this point. So it's just a matter of who's going to be able to make those adjustments, as he will go immediately to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook spins and able to almost get a first down. I don't believe they'll give it to him, but that's a good opening throw there by Callum Mond. I'll ask you real quick for Dan. I don't know how many times you've played Dan. I don't know how many times you've seen Dan, but what do you think his keys are to win the game here on offense?
I would just, don't stand in the pocket too long. Alex is able to always dial up some just absolute succulent blitzes that can get home, and
Yes.
the longer you stay in the pocket, the longer you are a liability to Alex.
As well as a deep shot here to J.C. Burntable to come down with it. The Hall of Famer gets a touchdown on the board.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. He just got outran on it. You could see he started to break away at the very end, at the top of that route, able to come down with it. He wasn't even touched on the catch, and easy 6 there for Dan. But like right there, like that was one of those instances where he was able to pick up the blitz and was able to get that time in the pocket to take that deep shot. But it's not always going to be there. But when it is there, Dan's able to always capitalize on a wide open touchdown, and that's came down with 6.
Absolutely. That's something that I think Dan's gotten better at. Is I think he used to force that read to Burns a lot more than he does, in previous seasons. When he first had Burns, he'd kind of throw it even into double coverage, and that's what would lead to some of his losses in big games. But now, he really, in my opinion, doesn't go to Burns unless it is open. Like, I don't really see him force that a whole lot into coverage. And that's just an absolute dot by Callum Mond. And we will have play action here. The easy mode quarterback, Josh Allen, goes down. A big block shed and sack there by Daniil Hunter. And this is really the only chance he can get to stop Alex on offense, get him behind the sticks on first down. Massive sack, 2nd and 20.
Yeah, and it looked like he almost had no time there.
Yeah.
He was barely coming out of the fake handoff, and Hunter was already bearing down on him.
Dwayne Potter with the juke, and now Potter able to get the first down and more. Only one man can catch him, and he will. But man, what a play call. On 2nd and 20, he goes with the trap, and Dan completely didn't expect it. Gain of 44 there, massive first down. And sorry, I'll get your thoughts on that play in 1 second, but they snapped that real quick, so I'll have to call this here. 1st and 10, we'll have a read option here. This will be another handoff to Potter. This time, the D-line able to get the shed. But man, what a play call once again by Alex.
Yeah, and I thought that Potter was wrapped up there initially. He was barely outside the tackle, and he was side by side with the defensive line. And a lot of the time, you get those suction tackles, but he was able to just keep cruising. Very good run. I wouldn't say a very good play call for the circumstance, but very good run by Potter.
Ended up working out. 2nd and 9 here as you do have a wide open. We'll go to it. This is Komet, the fearsome tight end, gets wrapped up by Guidry. But once again, this is the same efficiency that we've seen from Alex really all season long. This is by far his best offensive season of the cycle. I'm sure a lot of it's because of Josh Allen, but I do think he's really just figured out his scheme that he wants to do. And he's really doing a great job moving the ball here so far. Again, 1st and 10, approaching the red zone here. This will be a handoff. Dwayne Potter once again, the Vikings' second level, they're able to get it. But again, 3 rushes for 10-plus yards. That's the key. That'll activate Freight Train.
Yeah, going back to Alex's offense, I think he's just, I think he's got all the pieces now where he feels comfortable both in his passing game, because he's always felt comfortable in his running game historically.
Woo!
And now he has Allen do that. I think he feels confident in his entire game plan, both offense and I mean both on running and passing the ball.
Yeah. Josh Allen, he's not Kyler, he's not Lamar, he's not one of these just like outright cheesy escape artist players where you can like break contain on anything. But man, just having that escape artist, knowing that you have that in your back pocket, just makes it so much easier. Honestly, it's really nice here. We'll have once again 3rd and 2. Has A wide open, he will go to it. Will Kmet be able to get the block? Oh my goodness! Sheds a man off him. Touchdown Bears.
Big play right there. I feel like everyone knows playing Dan. You're in for a game when you play Dan. Anytime he gets the ball, it's very hard to stop him. Especially this Madden, whenever defense is just it's hit or miss. Either your defense comes to play or they're lost out there. So very important that Alex gets 7 on his first drive, and he was able to do so.
Yeah, really against Dan, you're just praying for that one mistake because Dan, and I say this with all love, he really
very efficient user.
Yeah, very efficient user.
But he will make mistakes.
For sure. And he also, like, on the defensive side of the ball, I don't think he's really figured out how to stop guys yet. Like, it's of the elite users, like, it's pretty easy to move the ball against Dan, to be quite honest. And part of that is the team. The team doesn't really do him any favors. But he hasn't quite figured it out on that side of the ball. So if you can get that one stop, with the efficiency that Allen's been able to have, it's really nice here. He will do a trap of his own. Dalvin Cook able to, oh my goodness, able to hit the hole there. I thought that was wrapped up. But instead, and man, I swear there have been more injuries this season. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they've bumped it up.
Yeah, I've seen so many in-game injuries. I believe one game there was 3 back-to-back. It was I think 2 of my players and then one of the opponents, and I just was like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" Like,
Kellen Mond gonna step up curl route to Reeves. That is a read that Kellen Mond that Dan absolutely love. Is those gunslinger curls and comebacks. Those can be lethal. And again, it really does feel like, Jesse, like you were saying, it's like whoever's gonna get that first stop is gonna be in a really good position to win this game.
Yeah, and I absolutely think that's going to be the key to this game is overall defense. Who's going to be able to stop who the most, and I think Alex is a little bit more sound on defense, but Dan's unstoppable on offense. It seems like once he gets going, he's very hard to stop. So if Alex wants to be able to try to get any type of advantage, he needs to let Dan know. Like, he needs to get in Dan's head early. At the beginning of the game defensively, like let him know, like I'm gonna bring pressure, I'm gonna be ball hawk, and I'm gonna be all over you. And if he can't do that and Dan gets hot, it's gonna be a long game for him.
Darren Rush, he does have the dump off open. Jefferson with the weird animation there, unable to stay in bounds, but he will get, I believe, the first down. Yes, he does. Yeah, like you were saying, important to send those exotic blitzes, important to make Kellen Mond and make Dan kind of like doubt what he's seeing. But I mean, this is also a matchup that Dan knows Alex better than he knows any other user at this point. They've seen each other, again, over 10 times at this point. I think they've probably exhausted all of the tricks that they have, so it's just a lot of it is just execution at this point, as we will have, once again, a 4-man rush. This time he will go to the out route. Beautiful contested catch there by Justin Jefferson, and that's just short of the first down. But, again, like we expected, Dan looking locked in here on offense.
Yeah, very, very hard to be able to, like that route. Do you go low and cover the flat, or do you go up and cover the hook curl? I mean, curl flat. It's hard to defend both, and Dan knows that. And that's why Dan's one of the better offensive users in the league. He knows how to pick apart defenses. He knows what to call. It always seems like he has a guy wide open, no matter how well you cover a play.
Is Kellen Mond's going to roll on? Will he force it? He does, although the DB, I thought maybe could have done a better job of cutting that off. Instead, Reeves able to get the first down. I thought that was the first, maybe it was a wee bit risky out of Kellen Mond, but, with Gunslinger, I guess you can trust that read. And it's another first down, and here we are again. It's the typical efficient offense we were expecting out of both users so far. As he's going to come out empty, which is something that you don't normally see Dan do
this
a ton
close.
of.
Well, I mean, I thought you were going to say this close to the end zone, but yeah. I feel like Dan normally likes to have a blocker back, even if it's just a tight end or a running back in the backfield.
Good usering, but Kellen Mond has all day back there. Is he's gonna wait for someone to get open? Instead, no, Kellen Mond's gonna take off, and that's, oh my lord, a vicious hit stick, and there is the stop we were talking about. Barnes with the recovery, and man, great patience by Kellen Mond, but you do not want to take those hit sticks as a quarterback. That's tough.
Not at all. And I mean, Dan had the room to be able to go out of bounds a lot early.
Yeah.
He just got a little bit too greedy on that run, and he paid for it.
Paid dearly. That is the stop we were talking about. Now, again, if Chicago's able to get a touchdown here, they'll be in a really good position here. Trap concept. Potter has room once again. Good cut down tackle there to prevent the 10-yard run. But again, 4 for 53. It's the Hall of Famer Potter doing his thing so far.
Yeah, I mean, 53 yards already. They've only had the ball one possession in this quarter. I mean, if that's a sign for things to come, Dan's going to be in for a long game.
Play action. He's going to have RB wide open. He will go to it. This is Rayner once again. Again, I mean, much like it was with Dan until that last play, it feels like everyone is just wide open for Alex. Like, it's just a very, very easy here on offense for Josh Allen so far.
Oh, I mean, easy mode quarterbacks, even if they don't have gunslinger, they're still easy mode in some sort of way. And Alex has been efficient all season with Josh Allen. I mean, you look at a lot of his games; he doesn't have many incompletions. He's very efficient. He has very good passer ratings, and right now he's 100% completion rate on the money with Allen. And I mean, it's just I don't know how either user is gonna be able to stop each other's offense besides give me play. I mean, not give me plays, but breaks like we saw last drive with Dan get fumbling.
Yeah, just an uncharacteristic mistake by Dan. Yeah, it really does feel like that's it. That is the second 10-yard rush, so we're going to have to be on the lookout for that. One more and Freight Train will be activated. It makes it that much harder to stop Alex here.
Wow,
and this is an easy stretch all day here. He will have the blocking. Dwayne Potter, will he get that third 10-yard? Oh, my. I don't know. Now, I think it was a 9-yard rush, but still, Dwayne Potter, super, super efficient.
Yeah, oh, no, he got it. He got the Freight Train locked in.
Oh, wow. All right, well.
Yeah,
You better say your prayers and eat your vitamins here for Dan. That's what this is. Dwayne Potter is going to be rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, potentially to the end zone. He doesn't even need Freight Train for that one. Touchdown, Bears.
Oh, my gosh. Wide open hole, great blocking there. I thought for sure the nose tackle was going to get him whenever he initially ran on the line, but he was able to bounce off and, off to the races, was able to break free. No one even came close to him.
And not only is Chicago playing to, keep the undefeated record alive, not only they're playing for the 1 seed here in the NFC. I can't remember the last time. It feels like these two users always split their games season by season. I can't remember the last time one of them swept the other. This is the second game. Alex won the first. This would be a nice little, as the cycle ends, it would be, a nice little kind of feather in his cap to say, I swept Dan in the final season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, any feather you can put in the cap, especially going in the next season, it's big. If you leave Dan with a bad taste in his mouth, that'll motivate him for next season. It'll help Alex, going into the postseason if he's able to make it. I know that we've had some very, some very tragic endings to Alex's postseason runs. But, if he can come in with some swagger, come in with some, I was able to sweep Dan this final season, he may be able to, have some momentum going into the playoffs.
Absolutely, and we keep waiting on that playoff run out of Alex because it feels like he makes it pretty consistently, but just the playoff, his playoff performances have just not been up to par with his regular seasons. So we'll see what he's able to do here. Is we'll have a 3-man rush. Kellerman will drop back, good using, although the dump off there to J.C. Burns is open. Again, Kellerman 10 for 10, but it's just that fumble is the difference right now.
Yeah, very efficient game out of both quarterbacks. I don't think either of them have an incompletion yet, and it's
they sure don't.
And we're already halfway through the second quarter. I mean, close to halfway through the second quarter. It's just crazy by both quarterbacks.
Kelman goes down there, maybe a little antsy to get outside the pocket there, kind of allowed that left end to shed the block, excuse me. Now, 3rd and a mile here. This is obviously got to watch J.C. Burns. We'll see what Kelman's able to do here. This may be another potential game-deciding play.
Dan
he will drop back.
The heater there.
Oh my goodness, an absolute dot to Wolf, and that is a beautiful in route. Shades of Madden 18, Dan. He used to love those deep in routes. Doesn't go to them quite as much anymore, but succulent out of Kelman. Still no incompletions.
Watching that play, I was, I'm wondering, I'm like, where's he going with this? And then I see the in route start to break. I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like if Alex had a 4-man rush there, Dan wouldn't have had time, but because he dropped back in a nickel or dime, I mean, not nickel, but dime or quarter, whichever one, the 3-man rush, Dan was able to have enough time to wait for that to develop.
Yeah, 3-man rush is just complete garbo in Madden 22. Like, you can have it all day in the pocket. There, he didn't need it. There, he was able to just cook up a succulent dot. But yeah, it almost feels like Alex might be better sending off 4 or even 5 just to not allow him to get
at all times, just to get him, discombobulated in the pocket.
2nd and 7 once again. He will drop back. Kelman, I don't see anything open. He may try to force it here, although no, Kelman's going to take off once again. Oh my goodness! I thought Jesse were about to see that second fumble. Gosh. That was real risky. Risky.
I saw him start to take the flight. I'm like, Dan, what are you doing? But he got lucky there because most of the time you get that animation, the quarterback just kind of drops it out. right between his legs, and it's picked up every time.
Yeah, he got tackled
But
by 4 Bears there. That's
very risky play call.
3rd and inches here. Will the fullback dive? Dotson able to fall forward. Touchdown Vikings. And I'm hot if I'm Alex. That's 2 straight lucky breaks for Dan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. You got X Factor Raquan, who is close to, I mean, like, I think he's close to 99 overall. Could be very wrong on that, but X Factor Raquan, he probably has mid 90s to high 90s in tackling and block shedding, and he gets ran over by a more than likely normal dev fullback. I'd be hot. I'd be mad.
It's real tough. But again, Chicago does still have the advantage. They're up effectively because they're about to get the ball to start the second half. So if Chicago can drive here, waste all the time, even if it only ends with a field goal, they'll be in a really good position heading in the second half. Again, that freight train is active, and Dwayne Potter will take off. Potter able to get wrapped up by that second tackler. But, man, I don't even know what you do if you're Dan, like, to stop a freight train. Like, I have not found out how.
8 rushes, 111 yards already out of Potter. I mean, that's not even the second half. And, like, still plenty of time in the first half for Potter to rack up even more yards. And then he gets the ball at the second half. I mean, I don't know how you stop it.
Play action here. B, once again, is wide open. Rayner, again, 5 for 5. Neither user's thrown an incompletion yet. It's these 2 users know each other real well, and they're cooking up all the right play calls here on offense.
Alex had all the time in the world. I mean, like, right there on the replay, you saw 2 offensive linemen and Potter just waiting for anyone to come through to send a block. Alex had excellent protection on that.
Trap play here, 2 Vikings able to wrap him up at the line of scrimmage, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning again. I mean, almost more than scoring a touchdown here. The key for Chicago is to let all the time run down this drive, because Minnesota, even if you give them only like 20, 30 seconds, they can still easily drive and at least get into field goal range. We've seen that out of there so many times. So no matter what, even if you only ended 3, just make sure you leave Dan no time to respond here. 2nd and 9, come out empty, which is interesting with a... So see what he's able to do here. Oh my goodness! Way intercepted by Thompson, and Willis being pick 6. Josh Allen blinks, and he's the only man who can chase him down, and he will. But man, the first mistake by either user in the passing game threw it right to Thompson, and now Dan all of a sudden with the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, absolute. Thompson played that perfectly. He saw the ball, stepped into it, didn't give Alex's receiver time to get in front of it. Very good, very good interception by Thompson. Very big break for Dan.
Good time out there by Chicago. Good awareness, and man, what a block show they're out of. I think that's Burks or Burns, something like that. I'm not positive, but he was just.
He came screaming through there.
The right guard was just like, I'm good. I'm gonna guard this other left tackle.
I'll take this one, coach. I'll take this one.
Stuff here is do have a seam shot here to Irv Smith, able to get most of those yards back, get it about to the 9-yard line. And if I'm Chicago, I keep calling timeout. A little surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself some time to at least get a field goal. If you can conserve some clock, get out of bounds a couple of times, get in a field goal range. You can cut that deficit. You get the ball at half. You can go back up by even a field goal. It's better than nothing.
I think he's just assuming that he's going to get a first down here. So he will drop back. 3-man rush again. Got to recognize that oh my goodness, that's beautiful pocket presence out of Dan. Stepped up, found the read. That is a touchdown for the Vikings.
Yeah, very good read by Dan indeed. He had that, I believe he audible Cook to, Dalvin Cook to a wheel route, but it's just so hard to stop in the red zone. Like, do you drop all your guys back to cover the back ends and the corners of the end zone from, fades and corners and posts, or do you cover the front of the end zone and, take away curls and wheels and drags? It's just so hard to try to stop red zone offense sometimes, especially against an offensive user like Dan who knows how to dial up heaters and dial up good plays.
Yeah, I mean, for me, not to tip my cap, although I don't know how many people are watching right now, but I always try to guard the front of the end zone. I think those are the easier reads on offense. And then if you can get a back corner dot, then fine, fair enough. As you will have.
I'll lose on that every time, but I'd rather not lose to a front of the end zone type play.
Yeah, especially with Gunslinger. It's just like you can't stop those.
Very good cut though by Alex there. I thought that Dan had him dead to rights backfield, juked out 2 guys, able to get 9 yards on that carry. Very good run by Potter.
Did a great job here. Now Josh Allen, after throwing an interception, we'll see how aggressive he gets here as he will drop back. Good using, although he may have open as Josh Allen is going to throw a succulent dot there to Komet. And that's just a matter of, someone was going to be open there. Dan picked the shallow route, deep corner, wide open, first down Chicago.
And, Alex able to get out of bounds there, and he's already at the 34-yard line with the
Yeah.
timeout and a full minute. So he may be able to even tie this thing right before half, and he gets the ball back. So Alex in very good position right now. He's
Yeah,
at
we'll see
least
if he
going to
can
be
kind
able
of
to
wipe
come
away a
with
mistake.
three.
He will press up here. Good using, although he may end up having B. Will he try to throw it? Oh my goodness, Josh Allen.
Oh,
Ooh. Again, risky. This is going to do no huddle here. That's a 14-second runoff. A lot of time coming off the clock here. And again, this play takes forever here. Now he's going to hand it off. Potter able to shed the first tackle. Will he be able to shed the second? Gets out of bounds. Very smart there. Wasted a lot of time, but 24 seconds. He's still got time. He's good.
And on the previous play where he took off with Allen, he had Komet open in the middle of the field. I mean, granted, you have to burn a timeout, but you get easily 25 yards right there.
Yeah.
That takes you within the red zone. He'd be probably, I believe, at like the 12 or the 10 right now. And I couldn't believe that he didn't see Allen. And then you said he had B as well, and B was wide open. And I just don't know if Alex is a little bit flustered in the pocket, didn't see those two wide open receivers.
We'll take off, lofts it up, Mooney, touchdown, Bears. Right? Yeah, touchdown Bears. Oh my God, I thought I stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like a second or two behind, but yeah, I thought that he stepped out of bounds there too, and I was about to rage for Alex. That would have pissed me off so bad.
18 seconds, 3 timeouts.
I don't like it. I don't trust it.
It's, man, with Dan, I don't know. All it takes is 2 dots, and then you're in field goal range. We'll see what he's able to do here. But, I mean, great response drive, Alex. After throwing the pick six, that was really, really nice.
To be able to save himself with even 1 timeout, he was like, that's fine. I got plenty enough time. I got a timeout. I can try to at least respond, and very good drive. Very good awareness, be able to get out of bounds, play calling, but I mean, it's a very good game so far by both players. Only 1 mistake by each of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for the second half.
3-man rush once again. He will have time. He's gonna step up here. May have Burns as he will take that shot. Oh my God, J.C. Burns. He's just a demon, man. That's just an absolute.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
The sad part is, I mean, if Alex even went for the tackle, I mean, I understand. Oh my God. Look like that guard just got plowed over on the extra point. He got fucking bodied.
That was tough.
But, man, I mean, yeah, if Alex goes for the tackle instead of the SWAT, he can at least, just give Dan 3. But going for that SWAT, it's, high risk, high reward play. And, man, did he catch the bad end of that.
And it's, like, it's so tough because, that shouldn't be open against that defense. Cover 4 drop. No, you expect a deep middle post like that to get wrapped up, but J.C. Burns, the Hall of Famer, just making Hall of Fame plays here is, man, what a tough break for Alex to close this first half. We'll see if Potter can get a little freaky here in the backfield, but the assumption is it'll be 28-21 heading into halftime. I'll just call play real quick here. We do have an off tackle, and he will lose Freight Train, and that is a massive...
Wow.
I would almost say mistake out of Alex there because, man, you do not want to risk that. And he's going to walk into the second half now with no Freight Train.
Yeah, but, I mean, with how Alex has been able to, just rush the ball, I feel like he'll be able to get Freight Train back. Do I think he'll be able to do as easily as he did first half? No, but definitely hurts that he's not able to start his drive with Freight Train, and he doesn't have Allen lit up either anymore. But, going back to that last drive by Dan, just like you said, it sucks because that shouldn't have been open.
Mm-hmm.
But no, these things happen. These things, such is life when playing Madden.
It's speed, it's route running, and it's just pure heart out of J.C. Burns. And Alex might be a little hot after that one, but gonna have to lock back in because ultimately this is still he controls his own destiny here. If he can just keep matching Dan on offense, he's very much in this game, only 1 possession, and lucky he's saying the same thing we are, Hall of Fame. As we will see what he's able to do here. 1st and 10, setting up for the RPOs. He will hand it off. Potter once again. Ooh, runs into his own lineman there. Or his own tight end, excuse me, I should say. 13 for 140, man. What a game out of Potter.
Yeah, the kid is just eating. Definitely going to be a tweet from the BL Bears after this one, win or lose, about Potter's performance. But, that I don't know how Dan's been able to... if I'm Alex, I'm just handing the ball off to Potter every play. I mean, that kid is just...
That's back here, intercepted by Williams, and will this be a pick 6? Once again, only Josh Allen can catch him, and he will, but man, some illegal-ass contact, but those don't get called in Madden. Williams able to cut the throw off, and now Alex in a huge hole here. Is he just molesting him on that route? That's brutal.
Yeah, I mean, that's for not any type of call there. And if I'm Alex, I'm really mad because that's not like that shouldn't even be a pick. Like any other time, Kmet breaks free from that, and he's got probably 10 yards of separation on any type of drag or, cross route. But that is just that's tough.
Something tells me Alex is in Dan's DMs right now, just a guess. Second goal here, ball the 3-yard line. Once again, even if he's able to clamp up, even a field goal for Dan is pretty big because 2-possession lead. Also massive here as well of an RPO. Jefferson tries to spin, a little risky there in the situation. I thought a hit stick was coming. Instead, gain of 1, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, there's a couple people in this league I don't trust, eating a hit stick from. You're one of them. Justin,
Appreciate
Cody. That. And come on! Don't act like you don't know that after last cycle. You fucking breathed out your ass every time we played. But Alex is also one of those users, so very risky spin by Dan there. Oh my God, McCoy coming in with that hit stick as well. Jesus Christ, baptized Dalvin Cook.
I really would kick this field. All right, he's gonna be aggressive here, 4th goal too. I don't love it, I have to say, but. We'll see what he's able to do. I mean, y'all know I like being aggressive, but not in this position, I don't think. He's coming out in a single back kind of deuce close concept. He will drop back. Does he have a dot in him? Kelmond. I don't see anything. Oh, a low dot to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm still a second. Every time I refresh, I get a stupid ad, and it puts me behind.
You're all good.
I'm caught up now. But, yeah, Dan and his low passes, that's been a trend since – how long he's been playing. Dan's been notorious for the low passes for, I feel like, ever since I've been in the league with him in 2018. So, definitely nice to see Dan go back to some of his old Madden roots with the cheesy things like low passes. So something so simple but so hard to defend.
And I have to ask you now, obviously, we're both Madden veterans at this point. We've been in this position plenty of times. You get a really bad Madden break against you, like the interception we just saw. You're down 14. How do you try to stay in it mentally here for you, Alex?
My thing that I always think about, especially with this Madden, with, playing even like a 2-possession lead, like Madden 21, it'd be hard to look at. Madden 20, with how insane defense was, it was like, well, I might as well just write this game off. I'm probably going to take a sack this drive. But, this one, it's so easy to score. Even I don't think I'm that great of an offensive user. I can score sometimes. I can have 30-second drives and come away with 6. So that just always helps me keep it. I keep my head into it. I can score here, with one play. So it's just always optimism. You just always got to be positive. I'm 2 scores down. I can easily get that. I got plenty of time left. And Alex is one person that doesn't let himself get in his own head. So I definitely think that he can get out of this hole.
2nd and 10 here as we will have once again a 3-man rush. Goes immediately to dump off. This is Kmet. Oh my goodness, as he runs a man over, gets taken down by the second guys. We have Boz in the chat. Hi, Boz. Good morning. I think he woke up and then just booted up the stream. That's a king right there.
I was about to take the words right out of my mouth. Love that. Good morning, Boz. How are you today?
We hope to see him in Chicago, Boz. Once again, 3rd and 3. Big play here. Obviously, it's 4-down territory no matter what, but we'll see. We'll see what he's able to do here. Dan loves pressing down with those deep safeties, man. You can get him deep here. Has X open. No, instead goes to the dump off to Mooney. As May just shoves the shit out of him after the play is over. I love those animations.
I do too. It also makes me think, what if we had realistic reffing in the games? That would definitely be an unsportsman every single time. But we get it, the animation happens every other play.
1st 10 here, 5-man rush. He will drop back. Has good blocking. Blocking. That's not a word, ladies and gentlemen. Has good blocking is what I meant to say. But the seam shot falls incomplete there. And yeah, those fun animations. Unsportsmanlike comics, that would be so AIDS because you can't control it.
Oh my God.
It would be fun here. Potter gets the ball for one of the first times. It feels like all half. Able to get the 1st down.
Very easy run right up the middle. That was 13-yard run. I don't think he got touched for 8 of them. Just wide. Oh my God, he didn't get touched for 11 of those 13 yards. That's just great blocking by Alex's line.
Sure didn't here. We'll send Mooney in motion here, getting more of a tight slot position. He will drop back once again. Josh Allen may have had the out route open briefly, and Sam will take a deep shot. Guidry might be oh my goodness! Touchdown, Mooney.
Wow. Very good play. I thought that Dan's safety had that. Oh my God, it threw me off for a second. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a 50-50 ball, but yeah, break of an animation for Alex, like he says in the chat, absolutely was.
And hey,
that was picked.
Madden giveth and Madden taketh away. Both users have had a couple lucky breaks. It feels pretty even now, I'd say, at this point. So now it's just who can execute.
Yeah, absolutely. But very good for Alex to be able to get a score on that drive. I know he's still down, but that's still big because he punts that ball away after burning some time off the clock. He's down by 2 possessions and he's lost 3 minutes of the clock, but able to come away with a score. Still third quarter, he's still got plenty of time and it's manageable. But Dan's got 3 X factors lit up. That's fucking insane.
Ross back here, lofts it up. This could be a pick. Oh my goodness! Was that a D lineman? He was number 75.
That guy has been causing Mon problems all day, and if he would have intercepted him, the mental warfare would have been outrageous. Already has been chasing Mon down.
You almost never
caused the fumble. He caused the fumble earlier as well, and if he would have picked him off after making him fumble, God.
Handoff here, Dalvin Cook. Not a ton of room, and now this to me is the biggest play of the game for Alex. 3rd and 8. This is really the best chance you've had really all game, other than that one fluke fumble. But this is the best chance you've had all game to stop Dan, and you're down a possession. Excuse me. You have to get a stop at some point. This is like it to me. Like this is the one that. If you're that elite defensive user, if you want to win this game, move up to 9-0, like, this is it.
It strives like this. It stops like this and make you separate, good users from elite users.
You're not going to get a lot of these chances against Dan here. Once again, 3rd and 8, coming out kind of a gun deuce close, I believe, concept, if I see that correctly. Although, again, I'm not the one to be asking about formations, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Cal Melton just making all the adjustments. Again, only 3-man rush. Interesting play concept here. Has the crosser wide open. Again, J.C. Burns spins off of it. Oh, my goodness. J.C. Burns is here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jeez. Oh, my God. That's sickening. That is just sickening. Watching your 2 deep safeties get absolutely burnt like that. What are they called safeties for if that's what happens? That is just, demoralizing. I'd be so mad right now.
That's pretty much a levels concept out of Dan. Had the flat route over there that took away the corner there on the outside, and then like you said, the safeties were playing too deep. The crosser wide open, and J.C. Burns is able to make men miss. And lucky once again, Hall of Fame. He's a lock. He to me, he and Randy Cherry are the 2 biggest locks of the cycle as far as Hall of Fame players go.
But but let's not take away from Dan. That was great. That was great movement on the sticks as well.
Oh, yeah.
Be able to make not only one guy miss an open field, but both guys and just seal a touchdown with it. Great stick control.
Yeah, Dwayne Potter damn near ran through 3 Vikings players there. Again, 15 for 162. Will it be enough here? Going no huddle, which is interesting. He might see something he likes, because I think it's a bit too early to go for it here, as he will. Has B wide open. Oh, my God. Missed read there by Alex. That was a touchdown if you saw B. He's going to go no huddle here, so I'll get your thoughts eventually. But for now, Josh Allen going to do more play action. 4-man rush. Williams does a really good job taking away the crosser. Josh Allen going to take off. Watch out! Intercepted by Whitlock. Tried to force it, and I get it, but that might be the game right there. Give Dan the ball up 2 possessions. That might be game.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take off and run with it. I honestly did. He had a little bit of room too. He could have easily got a couple of yards off of that, but just it's one of those picks where you just wish you could have back. Like I was stupid for throwing it. Like I should have just ran, and it was a last minute throw too, which I don't understand. I just thought he was going to fully commit to running with Allen.
Get the sad Bears ready in the announcement. Oh my God, Dalvin Cook. I don't know what his X factor is. Is the first one free? Maybe.
Yeah, first one free.
Okay.
I see a little gift box beside his name.
What an absolute demon. 1st and 10. Approaching the 4th quarter here. That really does feel like game to me, unless we see something uncharacteristic here. Oh my goodness. J.C. Burns is putting on a clinic here.
Oh my gosh. I feel like if Alex would have waited even half a second on that interception, like pressing Y, because it looked like the animation stopped like a yard before the ball. Like, ugh.
And that's one of
But
those
yeah,
reads where if you don't have Gunslinger, that's a pick.
yeah,
But
absolutely. And I mean, Lucky's in the chat. Gunslinger is a hell of a drug, and it
yeah,
is. I mean, that was like you said. It's if you don't have Gunslinger, that's a pick, and I think that's what the because I'm looking at it. I'm like, was he a lot? Was he closer than what it seemed? Because it looked like he was in good position, but I guess that's the difference between a Gunslinger quarterback and someone without Gunslinger.
balls came flying in there. Yeah, and credit to Dan, he knew exactly what he could do on that play. Again, Potter able to get that 10-yard run. It says, "Get the hell off me." I mean, Potter's fighting for his life, and Josh Allen's letting him down. That's really what this game's all about here.
Yeah, and I mean, a very uncharacteristic game by Alex. Like,
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, like he's very, very good efficiency, very good rating, quarterback rating, but he's just throwing some picks today. Then, I mean, I understand like that Thompson pick. It was just a good play by Thompson, but that pick he just threw his previous drive. That was uncharacteristic of him.
Put your phones in the chat.
4.
Spam it up. 2nd and 4. Inside zone. Potter has room. Says get off me. Again, good rushing day by Potter, but will it be enough?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
Alex is in a very tough position. I mean, this is going to be a tough quarter for him. He can't let Dan score a single point because Dan knows how to sit on the lead and.
Oh, this might do it here. Dwayne Potter has room. Potter with one man to beat. Oh, that is a panic tackle from the heavens there.
Wow, I thought that he had that, but the ankle pick. Oh,
Oh my God. Freight train's so hot.
Oh my Lord. Oh my, that's heart. That's all heart right there.
That's all heart. That's all freight train. That's just, man. God, if I had a freight train running back. Oh, God.
I miss having a freight train running back. I got satellite running back, and it's fucking dog shit.
Nah, satellite's worthless. Satellite's just... I mean, it's not worthless, but it's just, like, not... It's not worth getting.
It's not. Especially with a 6'2", 240-pound running back.
All right, so Alex not completely out of it here, but he's gonna need a miracle at this point. He's gonna need Dan to just do something stupider. Drops back. Has Dalvin Cook wide open. Instead, it goes to J.C. Burns. How much of this, like... I want to see J.C. Burns as a stat line at the end of this game. He has to have, like, 200, 250 at this point. This is wild.
Oh, absolutely. And Dan's thrown 6 touchdowns. I think Burns has...
3 or 4 of them. Yeah, 3 or 4, something like that.
I lost count after 2, to be honest with you. I mean, it seems like he's always open on a deep shot.
Keeps dropping back, just does not give a damn. Kalman's going to take off here, and you don't want to risk anything, which he will not. Smartly goes out of bounds. I think Dan wants to drive the dagger into Alex's heart right now. I think that's what we're seeing with these play calls.
Yeah, I mean, he's just... Like, it was slot seams, and I don't think Dan changed a single route. Like, he was going deep with almost all of them. Like, I definitely think that he's looking to kill on this drive.
Handoff inside zone. Dalvin Cook not able to do a ton there now. It'll be 3rd and a little bit here. I mean, if Chicago wants any chance of coming back in this game, they need to stop him right now, because as soon as he gets into field goal range, that's probably the game here. Is again, really pressing up with his secondary, which pretty much have to at this point. He will drop back. Kellen Mond. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought, if he had gotten that throw off, might have been a pick, because I think Alex was all over that.
Yeah, he definitely had some guys lurking at midfield, and those throw out of sack animations seem like they just always go to an open guy of some sort. But very good stop here by Alex. But 4th and 3 now.
Well,
how's he gonna?
It's not a stop yet. He's gonna go for it here on 4th and 3. We'll see what he's able to do. Make sure Smith isn't offsides here. I'm a little worried about that. Okay, he's not, as he will once again drop back. May have deep shot open instead. Has the wheel open. Has the crosser open too. Had 3 different routes open all deep. Just pick your poison there, Jefferson. That's the game.
Yeah,
that'll do it.
So hard to stop. I mean, all the time in the world it seemed, and I think Alex sent 5. He sent 5 guys on that, and still couldn't get any pressure.
Ooh! Wait till you see this juke. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's filthy. And like this goes back to what I said earlier. Like once Stan gets going, it's very hard to stop. Like this is what we're seeing. 2 incompletions to 6 touchdowns. Like that is just outrageous.
Dalvin Cook, 9 rushes, 33 again. It's all Calmond right now. It's not like he's had the best rushing game in the world so far, but man, I mean, when Dan's locked in like this, you almost like put your controller down on defense and you're just like, I just gotta wait for a mistake here because my user ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, like let the AI run it. They got a better chance than I do.
Oh my goodness, Kemp says get the hell off me, touchdown Vikings, and that's gonna do it. Vikings gonna win this game. Congrats to Alex for going undefeated for as long as he has. Again, this is still by far, the best start to a season he's had. But he'll drop down to 8-1, and ladies and gentlemen, only half a game back in the race for the 1 seed. Chapter roll Seattle Seahawks. What a world.
Hey, I was trying to tell everyone before the season started. No one wanted to listen. I'm just kidding. That's a lie. No, Chap is 100% taking advantage of Cody, missing some time. He's like, Cody's not here. Fuck it. It's my division now. Dad's not home. Kids are running wild, and Chap is 100% went back to old chapter role where he was able to surprise some people and win some good games, and he's having one of his best seasons of a while.
I mean,
the last time
I'd be hard pressed to think of him ever starting at 8-2. Like it's.
Oh really yeah, I mean, like I don't think he's ever started this great, but I definitely remember a time where playing Chap was not an easy task. Like it's been recently, and he's back to those old ways. It looks like he's getting back to those old ways. Potter, 21 rushes, 241 yards. Holy!
Yeah, I mean, what a game by him. it's not going to matter on the scoreboard, obviously, but God, Potter's here too. I mean, Potter and J.C. Burns have shown why they're both Hall of Famers.
100%. I mean, but this game is just evidence, right? It doesn't matter how good you are. You make mistakes and they'll cost you. And 3 touchdowns by Josh Allen, and Alex loses by 21 points, 3 touchdowns right there. Those 3 picks could have been the difference makers.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them essentially took Minnesota to the red zone. Yeah, that'll do it. Especially against a user like Dan, it's like you really, like, against an elite user, I think you can only make 1 mistake. Like, once you make that second mistake, it's just, like, you're pretty much done, especially with how mine is looked, Again, had that uncharacteristic fumble, but that's it. That's the only bad thing he's done here is Josh Allen's going to take off here. Nice read there. I think that's roughing I hope it's roughing the passer for Alex's sake. Illegal touching. Jesus Christ. What a game we're playing here.
Good Lord.
I mean, just insult to injury there for Alex.
Yeah, those types of plays, it's just like, you hate to see it. You definitely, you think that the call is definitely going to be for you, and then it comes up. Nope. Like, just sickening.
I'll ask you real quick since this game's over. I need a Super Bowl prediction out of you.
Cool. I gotta. Let me check Daddy's leagues here.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give you mine real quick. Seems like Hero's checked out. He doesn't really want to play his games. He's talking about giving the Browns to Taint, which would be really funny. I have. Give me Dan out of the NFC. Give me King out of the AFC. I'm going Dan v. King as Josh Allen's going to take off here. Smart with slides. I think this is it. I think this is where King makes his run with a non-escape artist, Lamar Jackson. I think this is where he does it.
Yeah, I mean, I played King this season, and I'm currently right now, I believe 3-6. It's not been a great season, a lot of losses, but the one that I felt, the most just absolutely helpless in was against King, and that was just because once Kenne started, once he got that X Factor lit, it literally was game over. I think he got it activated first quarter, and he didn't get out of it for the whole game. And like I at the time, I was coming into the game with the 8th ranked run defense. Like I always try to pride myself with having a good run defense, and I had no answers for it. Even whenever I would have him dead to rights in the backfield, conservative tackle, everything, he was still able to, break away for another 20 yards. And, like this game right here, Alex, Alex doesn't have the offensive firepower that King does, and he still was, over 250 with Potter.
Hmm.
And I feel like King's a lot better rushing user than Alex is. So I think that you're 100% right that King can make a run, but I think that if King makes a run and he plays Dan, I think that King might be able to come away with that if he's able to play good defense. Just because he can control the clock on offense, he can get his run game going, which is unstoppable. And Dan showed this game and multiple games he's not really good at stopping the run. So I think if your Super
Oh
Bowl
boy,
prediction comes true,
intercepted
I
by
take
Whitlock.
I take King.
Will this be a pick six? How much toxicity are we going to see out of Dan here?
I think Dan's definitely a little salty about high council.
All right, there we go. That's going to do it. 56-35, Minnesota. Congrats to Dan. Really, the story of this game to me is like just pure efficiency out of Kyle Mond. Only threw one or two incompletions all game, and then J.C. Burns. Like, what else can you say about J.C. Burns?
Absolutely. That. I mean, I get the only thing you say to J.C. Burns, what size jacket you wear, because that he had a game today that proved that he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Get the measurements ready. The Vikings move up to 7-3. Congrats to him. That's a big win again in their potential, race to try to reclaim the division from Alex here. And then for Alex, moves down to 8-1. Obviously, the dreams going undefeated are over. Hashtag, or not hashtag, exclamation point, perfection will be in the chat here pretty soon. But still has the 1 seed, still a lot of playoff dreams in front of him. We'll see how this cycle closes out for both of them. I assume at least Dan's going to join us in the booth here. I don't know if Alex is going to, but we'll wait a little bit here. Just give me real quick while we're waiting for people. Give me your thoughts on the game just overall.
I think the message of this game is just, like my overall takeaway is, this game showed how important breaks can be for even in a game with, I believe, like I would consider Alex an elite user. I wouldn't say like this cycle, he is elite, but historically, like he's shown that he's able to win consistently every single season. He's shown he's able to make playoffs multiple times. He's won Super Bowls. He's won Super Bowls before. Like Alex, I consider is historically elite. Dan's historically elite, and you played both of these guys. You're hoping that you're able to get a break. You're hoping that you're able to get a one play touchdown or interception or a fumble. And this game's clear evidence. You can't win games if you make mistakes. Alex threw 3 interceptions, even though he was able to get Dan to fumble once. Those 3 interceptions were the game changer. Dan won by 3 touchdowns, and like you said, 2 of those interceptions took Dan right to the red zone. Those almost give me touchdowns. So I think my overall takeaway of this game is how big of an impact uh, breaks can be, especially against elite users. And I feel like if Alex doesn't make those mistakes, it's a completely different game. I'm not going to say like Alex will definitely outright win, but I definitely think he has a better chance of winning or it could be a closer game.
Yeah, I said at the start of the game, I thought whoever would get the first stop would have a really good chance to win the game. I was wrong because Alex got the first stop with that fumble, but then, the 3 interceptions by Josh Allen, and then Kellen Mond just was white hot the rest of the game. We have Dan. We have the coach of the Minnesota Vikings in the chat here. Let me know, Dan. Talk to me about the game before we get to questions.
Hey guys, thanks for coming this game as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Alex is tough. He's got a tough machine over there with Dwayne Potter at running back and Josh Allen with escape artist. So no surprise he went into this game undefeated. Gave me a lot of trouble the first game and was giving a lot of trouble early on, but we were able to pull away. But honestly, this game was like the crispest I ever felt on offense all cycle. It was like everything was working, every concept was working. The blocking was really good. I think the blocking was really good on both sides. You see Dwayne Potter's stats; it's a lot of blocking, and like, yeah, every concept was working. I was just feeling myself. I only made one incompletion, and it was because of a button slip. And thankfully, it was a defensive tackle, I think, guarding Dalvin Cook, so he wasn't going to catch that for a pick. But yeah, so it was a good game. Alex played well. I think I just played really well tonight, and we have good battles. So this is a fun cycle of us playing each other. I think this is our last regular season game at least. So it's been the tale of the cycle between this rivalry. Like he gets me one game, I get him the next game, and A lot of the times it's been blowout and blowout and blowout. Very rarely we've had a close game. So, it's just the tale of the cycle, I guess.
I hate to have to cancel Alex, but he's spitting some fire here in the streams chat. My goodness. I'll just my question for you is just JC Burns. JC Burns, your thoughts?
Oh man, tell me he's not a Hall of Famer. Come on, man. Like I'll tell you what. So the last 3 games, he obviously had this terrific game today. And the 2 games before that, he got last second game winning touchdowns. So just a phenomenal kid.
Absolutely, yeah. Jesse, do you I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, like, just real gamer, real baller. Drafted in the 2nd round. I like those Speedy boys, and he came out well. And thank you for the God reroll, Connor, because he really took it to the next level. And man, that deep post, I threw that with a lot of confidence, with like 10 seconds left in the half, because I just knew that he would outrun that cover 4 if I just stepped up and just launched it. So that's just what happens when you get a guy like J.C. Burns. You can make plays like that.
He's a menace. Jesse, you got any questions before we wrap it up?
Dan, you said that this was the crispest you felt on offense all year, and obviously, I mean, that, like, passing wise, two incompletions, I believe. You finished with 6 touchdowns, just absolute stat line, outrageous amount of passing yards. What made you? You may have kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, what really made this game, just feel so different? Like, everything was just, or was it just like, were you just like, this read's open, I'll take it. This read's open, like, oh, this guy's open. Was it just one of those things that naturally happened, or did you kind of have a game plan, like, I'm going to try to look for this, I'm going to look for that, I'm going to rely on my heavy hitters on offense, and, put the ball in my best players' hands, as we saw from Burns and Mond, and didn't really see too much from Dalvin Cook in the rushing game? Oh, no.
Dan, your audio's cutting out. We can't hear you. Talk for me. Oh my goodness.
This guy.
Oh my goodness. Dan, we're down atrocious right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'll give him a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
We good, Dan? Well, this is a fun way to close the stream. Daniel. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan. We can't hear you. That's gonna do it. We're just gonna wrap it up. Well, tough way to end the stream. But Jesse, thank you for commentating. Dan, congrats if you can even hear me on it. Hello. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Sorry, Dan. Love you. Thank you, Better League Network. Peace.